Today we are talking about one of the biggest food innovations to hit the market. We're talking about sprouted foods. We're going to cover what are sprouted foods, what makes them special, and is this a good choice for you? And really, it's just a way of maximizing your nutrients. Creating these sprouts or sprouted grains is basically when the grain is put into water in a controlled amount of moisture and warmth. It basically breaks down the outer hull of the grain and it produces a little tail, which is the sprout. You're the only one I see. Come on, baby, it's you. So once it starts doing this, when you produce the sprout, you know that the hull has been broken down enough. So this makes it easier for your body to absorb the nutrients when you're eating it. The reason a lot of people love sprouted food is because you absorb more of the nutrients than you would from a regular grain. Now you can either make these on your own or you can buy it from a place with special equipment to get this done. The common ways that these sprouts are eaten are either in pancakes, breads, crackers, salads, things like that. Those are the most common forms. Usually the sprouts will either be ground into a paste or blended into a flour, be lightly dehydrated to make a crisp, or lightly sauteed. You really want to make sure, number one, if you're buying a product with sprouts in it, you want to make sure you refrigerate it. And number two, if you are buying sprouts and you're gonna eat them, you can eat them raw, but it is highly, highly, highly recommended that you at least cook it on low temperatures. This is because sprouts are very susceptible to bacterial growth because they're grown in moist conditions. Anything that is moist in nature is much more susceptible to bacteria growth. So especially if you have a lower immune system, you want to make sure that you cook these before you eat it. Now you might be asking, okay, it's healthy, but why do I care? So the big thing that people love about sprouted foods is its anti-nutrient qualities. So what this means is that during the germinating process, which is basically when you take the seed and put it in the water in a controlled temperature, the germinating process breaks down the outer hull of the seed that we talked about. And so this breaks down some of the starches on the outside of the seed or the grain or whatever, what have you. Now, this outer layer of the seed, nut, or grain is usually what kind of makes it tougher for your body to digest and absorb the nutrients. So by this process doing that work for your body, you get more of the nutrients out of the food than you normally would. Then there's also, during this germinating process, it breaks down phytate, which is a natural compound, but it basically makes it a little bit tougher for your body to absorb nutrients as well. So because you are breaking down this outer hull and you're breaking down phytate through the sprouting process, your body gets more nutrients, which is why health nuts are going crazy. Sprouted grains and whole grains have the same nutrients, just in different amounts. The theory is that sprouted grains are going to have a little bit more nutrients that are available to your body, whereas whole grains, you might not be able to absorb all of it, but it can vary depending on where you get the product, how fresh it is, etc. How do you know if sprouted grains are for you? I will say these are a little bit pricier than regular grains because there has to be more steps taken to produce a sprouted grain. But this would be a good choice for you if you enjoy incorporating new challenges into your daily culinary routine. This would also be a good choice for you if you're someone who has digestive issues like irritable bowel syndrome. This would be a more comfortable way for you to digest your grains because your body can get the nutrients without doing so much of the work. This would not be a good choice for you, or you want to talk to your doctor before trying if you have a history of a low immune system, because like I said, these sprouts are created in a moist environment. They can carry more bacteria. A normal healthy person could fight off this bacteria, but sometimes related to different medications you're taking, or because of your history, your medical history, you might not be able to fight off that bacteria. So you'd want to talk to your doctor. How can you get started incorporating this? Well, my recommendation is to try incorporating a sprouted grain into your diet 3 to 5 times a week, 1 serving each, like tortillas, breads, crackers. You can just get some sprouted almonds and sprinkle it over a salad, easy as that. Or you could even try making it at home yourself. So I'll link some recipes on how to get started making them on your own if you're up for the challenge. And otherwise, thank you for watching. If you could give me a comment and let me know how you enjoyed it.